Cat?
Okay, well, what are we going to talk about? We're going to lighten it up with some good news. So, there's a show. You're going to have to bleep this or something.
Yeah.
It's called, I'm going to say what it wants to be called. Kevin Can Go Fuck Himself. That's what they want the show to be called, right? And it was on AMC. And now it's available on Netflix. If you were a fan of Schitt's Creek and you have ever used any of those, ew, David, GIFs anywhere, that is the star of this show. And why I'm talking about it tonight is because you should watch it. We're kind of on a kick of people aren't taking enough chances, right? Like companies aren't taking enough chances. This show is an experimental thriller style where it's a woman who realizes that she's in a sitcom. She's in a garbage sitcom with her husband, Kevin, who's just the worst, just kind of subtly putting her down and talking about her nagging and all this all the time. And she's in this sitcom whenever he's on screen.
She's the butt of the joke.
Yes.
Every time. But the second he's not in the room, the filming style changes. It's not like this 4-camera, bright light, on stage look. It changes, and she's in a whole different world where she has to deal with the ramifications of his BS. She grows to not love him that much anymore. This is a crazy
What's
show.
this on again? Netflix?
It's on Netflix now. 2 seasons of it.
Interesting.
It is super interesting. It is super experimental. It's not, it was billed as a comedy.
It's unique.
It's not the easiest thing to pick up because there's a lot of like themes and it's not exactly a comedy, but it's so good.
And you do get whiplash. Because, it goes from Everybody Loves Raymond to, like, Shameless filming styles.
Wow.
Like, it 180s.
Oh.
There's a laugh track
7 times
when
per
she's
episode.
on camera
Yeah.
and it goes away when she's not.
Okay.
Yeah, when he leaves,
There was this moment, and I won't go any deeper into it, than a moment where she does something that's not sitcom-y enough, and it changes the style because they can't be on screen if she's hitting people over the head with a bottle. They're doing a new thing. And if you already have Netflix, you should check the show out.
I am definitely interested on this description of it.
Yeah,
Okay.
as a filmmaker, I like this. We need more stuff that's a little harder to immediately understand, but has depth and is going a place. So check out Kevin Can Go Fuck Himself on Netflix.
AMC put several of their shows on Netflix, and I had cramps this week, and so I watched in the Interview with the Vampire. AMC also put the first season on Netflix. It also kind of flaps.
If you loved the book and were a little let down by the movie, it sounds like she watched it. She hasn't read the book, saw the movie.
Yeah.
I haven't watched it, read the book, saw the movie. It sounds like it's a return to the perspective, sex, art, themes of the book that got flattened and condensed in the movie. And I'm excited to check it out.
They also very purposefully cast a black man as Louis. And so the difference between Lestat and Louis is stark in the way that they are treated,
Especially through
because
time.
of his ethnicity. The TV show starts in 1910 in New Orleans. And so, the difference between how they're treated.
Was there a gap then?
Boy.
Is there a gap now?
It's really, really interesting.
Can you imagine being a black vampire doing like Jim Crow? Just white people disappearing.
I mean, if I were Louis, that's exactly what I would do.
It's really interesting.
How do you even survive?
I'm gonna come see you at night.
Everybody already looks too intently your direction.
Yeah, it's really
It's
interesting.
just you just basically take out a book like, what was your name again?
Exactly. Exactly. And they deal with that.
See you around.
They do got the other Elliot Gould, who's not Elliot Gould,
It's the guy from Succession.
but he
He
presents
was amazing.
like him.
The reporter. He's
But still, this Kevin show, I'm kind of I'm
absolutely.
Kind of interested
Kevin
in that.
himself is so much fun.
Most times we ever use the F-bomb in a segment. And
Yeah.
and
And they
it's
have so much fun with this in the first season. it starts out with like 3 letters covered in an F, and then it scrolls over 1 letter at a time so they could get around. They never show the full fuck all at once. And the second season, it's like mutilated. This is just in the titles. The rest of the word is mutilated and kind of like obscured by some blood splashes.
I appreciate
and
that
stuff.
kind of-
That's
Like,
awesome.
I love. She and I
You
both
know, I like a
love
censorship joke.
a censor joke,
Yeah.
and they play with that right from the beginning.
Yeah.
It's really fun to watch. I'm in season 2, episode 1. Check it out.
I need to be able to watch things at the same time. Anyway,